Welcome to Dnyanadeep Academy. Today we have started a new series of geography through maps. Geography, as you know, is very interesting subject. From exam point of view, geography is very important. So from that perspective, we have started a new series called Geography Through Maps. There will be two important parts in this series. First, we will deal with Indian geography, and secondly, we will have a deep knowledge regarding world geography. So let us see what will be the features of this new series. So as you can see, this series is a blend of Indian geography plus physical geography. What does it mean? That means when I'm going to tell you about river Ganges or river Brahmaputra, I'm also going to tell you about the difference between alluvial fan and delta. When we are going to study in detail about Himalayas, I'm also going to tell you about the origin of Himalayas. इसके अलावा हम देखेंगे भारत में जो नेशनल पार्क है, जो वाइल्ड लाइफ सेंचुरीज है, जो वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज साइट नेचुरल है, वो सब चीजें हम इस लेक्चर सीरीज में कवर करेंगे. सेकेंड फीचर, एज यू कैन सी, geography has a unique feature. We can learn geography with the help of maps. Like other subjects, we have history, economics, polity. So there आप just पढ़ते हैं और just उसको मेमोराइज करते हैं. लेकिन geography हम मैप द्वारा पढ़ सकते हैं. Okay, so that becomes a visual memory and it becomes easy to remember and recall in the examination. Also, you can see the number of questions in each year. You can expect 3 to 4 questions based on geography. So it's very crucial to study geography and especially maps. Then when you see the pattern of geography questions from last 5 to 7 years, आप देखेंगे उसमें geography के अंदर environment आएगा, agriculture भी आएगा, population and other senses are also covered in the geography as a whole subjects. So in this series of geography through maps, we are also going to cover all the subjects which are related to geography. That's environment, that's agriculture. So in agriculture, we will deal with soils, we will deal with weather, we will deal with the agroclimatic zones, we will deal with the cropping pattern. We will see the major crops, because last year if you see the number of questions from agriculture where 10 से 12 questions agriculture के बारे में आए थे. Then this series is also current affairs based. That means the happenings which are happening in the recent past. Okay, so we will do that because that things become very important. For example, Ramgarh Tiger Reserve. So it's a new tiger reserve that's based in Rajasthan. So we will focus on Ramgarh Tiger Reserve in more detail. Fine. Then there are some infrastructure projects like tunnels, like bridges. So we will cover that also. And then we will cover wide coverage of the world geography. North America, South America, all the continents we will do. We will also do the ocean currents, important straits, important seas. Fine. So these are some unique features, and this lecture will be both in Hindi and English. Fine. So Indian geography. So when I say Indian geography, what are the important topics that will be covered under this Indian geography? So I have just mentioned a list. These are the very important topics. If you see the last year questions, the number of questions from these sections are more. Okay, so we will start from this section and in detail we will study lecture by lecture. Okay, so first we will study about location and physiography of India. Then we will cover rivers, lakes, dams and reservoirs. We will cover all the rivers. We will cover all the Himalayan rivers in detail. Also, we will cover peninsular rivers also. Then, because UPSC asks the questions not only from rivers, but they also ask the questions from their tributaries also. So, tributaries, distributaries, what is the difference between them? So, वो सब चीजें हम लोग इस सीरीज में पढ़ेंगे. Then we have soils of India. So soils are very important from agriculture, from geography point of view. So we will study all the types of geography. We will study the basic features of each type of soil. We will study their distribution. Fine. So soils of India. Then we will cover natural vegetation and wildlife. So under natural vegetation and wildlife, we are also going to look deep into the Forest Survey of India, because that is very important source of information regarding forest. So we will study about forest, types of forest, their distribution, because last year UPSC has asked the question regarding the forest in the eastern Himalayas. So forests are very crucial from the exam point of view. Then we will cover protected areas. What is the meaning of protected area? We have many national parks in India. So national parks, wildlife sanctuaries, community reserves, we have bird sanctuaries, we have Ramsar sites. So all these things, all these 7 things will come under this protected area. So वो सब चीजें हम पढ़ेंगे. हम करंट अफेयर में जो अभी अभी जो टाइगर रिजर्व को असाइन किया गया है वो हम पढ़ेंगे. Then we will also study the World Heritage Site natural. What is the difference between mixed World Heritage sites? So वो चीजें हम देखेंगे. Then what's the difference between weather and climate? We are going to see about Indian monsoon. Fine. Then the climate of which Himalaya, like Western Himalaya is warmer or Eastern Himalaya is warmer. So we are going to see about them. Okay. Then about agriculture, as I have told you already, in agriculture we will see about crops, soils, weather, agroclimatic zones, then fertilizers, pesticides. So we will see that in a detailed manner. Then about industry and mineral resources, we will see what is the mineral belt of India. Okay, fine. So we will study about major minerals. We will study about minerals, and we will take the help of maps so that it will be easier to remember where are the iron ores in India located, where is the bauxite reserves located, where is the when you're talking about agriculture, so where is the tea production is highest in India, where is the coffee production highest in India, which is called as the rice bowl of India. So we will study in detail with the help of maps. Then we will also study about population, census, and tribals. So tribals are very important. UPSC can ask you them. Suppose in the match pair reason, because take example of Limbu tribes. So Limbu tribes are from Sikkim. Apadani tribes are from Arunachal Pradesh. So likewise, we will take each state and we will cover all the tribals, and I will also tell you the mnemonics, how to remember them. Fine. Then population is very important. Population census is very important. Then we will also cover livestock census. We will also cover agricultural census. Likewise, I told you we will cover forest survey of India. So we will cover all the important census data. So this will be covered with the help of maps so that you can remember it very easily. Then when I talk about world geography, so what exactly I have divided the world into these 10 parts, as you can see, because India is in Asia. So we will I have divided the Asia into 4 parts. So we will study in detail about Asia in 4 parts. We will start from South Asia, then we will go to West Asia, Central Asia, and East Asia. Plus, what I have done, these institutions, these international organizations are also very important from the UPSC preliminary point of view. So, when I am going to tell you about Central Asia, we will also talk about Gulf Cooperative Council. We are also going to talk about OPEC. We will study why the Gulf countries are fighting, why they have so much mineral resources, 2/3 oil reserves. They have like 2/3 of oil reserves in the world is located in the Gulf region. So, what is the reason behind it? Then, so we will dwell deep into this. So, like when we are studying South Asia, I will talk about SAARC, its membership, the current summit. We will study entire in SAARC, BRICS, BIMSTEC, and IORA, Indian Ocean Rim Association. So, likewise, then we will study, after covering the Asia, we will go to the Europe. We will study European Union. If you see Europe is very important. At least one question will be there regarding European Union or regarding Europe. Similarly, the North America and Arctic. So when I will cover the North America continent, I will also talk about the Arctic region and the NATO. Okay, North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Then we'll cover South America in detail. I will tell you, I have made a mnemonic for South America from 1 to 12. I have made the mnemonic from South America. So like 1. So Brazil is the only one country from which equator and the Tropic of Capricorn passes. Like 2, there are only 2 countries in the South America, Ecuador and Peru, Ecuador and Chile, which does not share border with Brazil. So likewise, I have made mnemonics for them. Then when we are going to see Australia and Antarctica, I'll talk about 6 great things about Australia, like Great Barrier Reef is very famous, Great Victoria Desert, Great Shanty Desert. So likewise, there are 6 great things about Australia. So in detail, we will see about them. In Central Asia, we will talk about 7 Stan countries: Pakistan, Afghanistan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan. So we will also see Afghanistan is a very hot topic in these days. So we will see which countries share border with the Afghanistan, because from the exam point of view it's very important. So you must know which country share border with Afghanistan, where is Caspian Sea located, is Caspian Sea a sea or lake. So in detail we will study about them. We are also going to see about major islands, the Galapagos Islands, the Assumption Islands, which are in news, the Agalega Islands. Then we will also see about the Tristan da Cunha Islands, then Hawaii Islands. So likewise, there are many islands in the world. Then we will also talk about straits, because straits are very important. The Strait of Malacca, Gibraltar Strait, Drake's Passage we have. Then we have Bering Strait. So we'll talk in detail about these. Then about ocean currents. Similarly, we'll talk about ocean currents, the Oyashio currents, Kuroshio, the ABC current. I'll talk in detail about them in world geography. So we will start with India. Fine. We'll start with India today. This is the latest map of India, and these are the some basic, you can say basic figures related to geography. I have made a mnemonics for you. As you can see, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 16. So you can take a screenshot of it. So I'll just explain. Like there are two states in India, Gujarat or West Bengal. कि वो जो state है, वो Bay of Bengal, like you can see here, West Bengal shares international land border also and sea border also. Likewise, Gujarat shares land border with Pakistan and sea border with Arabian Sea. So these are the two states in India which share both sea and land borders. Then there are three states, Assam, Mizoram and Uttarakhand, which share borders with two countries. So such factoids are very important, because UPSC can give you these statements कि Assam shares border with two nations, true or false. Fine. So you might get confused that if you see here, West Bengal has border with Bhutan also, then Nepal also, and Bangladesh. So there are three countries. So you should study map in detail, and it become very easier to remember if you study with the help of maps. So likewise, there are three states, West Bengal, Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh, which share border with three countries. Fine. So West Bengal shares border with three countries. Then Sikkim with Nepal, China and Bhutan. Fine. Then five states are there which are landlocked. They do not have international land or sea border. So which are these states? So MP, Chhattisgarh, Telangana state, Jharkhand and Haryana. Once UPSC has asked, when you want to travel from Nagaland to Kerala, how many states will be there if you are going from Nagaland to Kerala? So from you should have a clear mind map of our all the states and their land borders. So they are very crucial. So they can ask you directly. They will not ask you Madhya Pradesh share borders with how many states, likewise. But you should have a rough idea regarding it, because they can ask you the standard meridian of India, which is at 82 degrees 30 minutes. So it passes through how many states? It passes through, they will give you statement like Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, MP likewise. So you should know it passes through UP, MP, Chhattisgarh, Odisha and AP, Andhra Pradesh. So likewise, I have made the mnemonics 2, 3, 5, 6 is, we have 6 zonal councils. Then 7 is the borders of India. Okay, international borders. What is Bachpan MBA? That is a mnemonic for you. PA, that means Bangladesh. So India shares longest international border with Bangladesh. So that is Bangladesh. Second is China. Then P means Pakistan. Then N means Nepal. M means Myanmar. B means Bhutan and A means Afghanistan. So बचपन में हमने सोचा था कि हम बड़े होके MBA करेंगे. So आप ये याद रख सकते हैं और उससे आपका कवर होगा इंटरनेशनल बॉर्डर. और वो जो है वो सीक्वेंस में है. सबसे ज्यादा बॉर्डर हम शेयर करते हैं बांग्लादेश से. And Bangladesh shares highest boundary with which state? That is again one question. So you can see West Bengal. That's the answer is West Bengal. So India shares longest international border with Bangladesh. We need China, Pakistan, Nepal, Myanmar, Bhutan and Afghanistan. So these are the 7 countries. Then about 8. So there are 8 states in India from which the Tropic of Cancer passes. Again, these states are very important. We tend to confuse between these northeastern states. If you see the Tripura and Mizoram, so from there the Tropic of Cancer passes. So these are very basic facts and you should know, because in the examination if you miss out, you become like it is very huge loss of yours, because all the students will mark it correct and your question will be wrong. So it's very important to remember these basic facts regarding India. Okay, so before going in detail about each physiographic regions, these are just the basic facts regarding India. Then there are 9 coastal areas. Again, you should know that Gujarat shares the highest sea border. Fine, this is the highest sea border. So which is second? Second is Andhra Pradesh. Third is Tamil Nadu. Fourth one is Maharashtra. So likewise, you should know the sequence. UPSC can ask you about that. Then you should know the area-wise, which is the largest state, which is the smallest state. These are very basic facts, but some people may confuse between Goa and Sikkim, which is the smallest state, because there is a huge pressure while writing your examination, writing your preliminary examination. So you should not forget about them. Then they can ask you about the union territories, smallest union territory in terms of area, in terms of population, in terms of the newly formed Ladakh territory. They can ask you the borders of Ladakh or Jammu Kashmir. Fine. So these are the facts regarding India politica. Then we will focus about India physical. Okay, so these are some again basic facts regarding India physical. India is the 7th largest country in the world in terms of area. India is 2nd largest in terms of population. Then we should know the north-south direction, 3214, and all these figures have taken from the NCERT. So that's a ideal source. Okay. Then the geographical code 7517 kilometers. So you should know कि without जो अंडमान निकोबार है और लक्षद्वीप आइलैंड्स है उनको एक्सक्लूड करके कितना होता है. So mainland इंडिया का बॉर्डर कितना होता है. So that you should know. There are 15 agroclimatic zones. There are 20 agroecological zones. Okay. Then the standard 82 degree 30 minutes, that is the standard meridian. So what is the standard meridian? We decide our time from this meridian. Okay. So we compare our standard meridian with the Greenwich meridian, international Greenwich meridian, and from that we have taken our meridian as 82 degree 30 minutes. So that's India's standard longitudinal meridian, and we decide our timing based on this. So this is a physical map of India. We will dwell deep into it lecture by lecture. Okay. So these are the 5 basic physiographic divisions of India. 5 basic physiographic divisions of India. So उनमें first है northern and northeastern mountains. So जो हिमालय है वो हिमालय का region वो first आएगा. Second is northern plains. Third one is the peninsular plateau. I'll just draw a diagram. So this is Himalaya region. Then आएगा northern plains. Then आएगा this is peninsular plateau. Then we have Lakshadweep Islands and Andaman Nicobar Islands. And fourth one is coastal plains. So ये जो plains है महाराष्ट्र में कोंकण रीजन है, गोवा, कर्नाटका, केरला, तमिलनाडु का कोस्ट. So वो coastal plains. So these features are very unique features. So this is peninsular plateau, this is northern plains, and this is Himalaya. So when I say about physiography, what exactly I mean? Physiography means we will study the origin, which from the exam point of view, it becomes very important to study, which is the largest area, largest physiographic division of India. Then we will also see which is the latest physiographic division. We will compare them. We will study their rock pattern, how they were originated. So in detail, we will see deep by deep into the each physiographic divisions. So today, like we will study about the north and the northeastern mountains. We will just have a brief introduction over it, and in detail we will study in the next lecture. So I'll just tell you I'll just make you understand the subdivisions. When I say the north and northeastern mountains, I mean to say there is a Himalaya mountains. See, Himalaya is not a mountain. Himalaya is a mountain range. So first you should understand the difference between mountain and mountain range. Mountain क्या होता है? So this is a mountain, okay. But when there are many mountains, it becomes mountain ranges. Fine. And when there are many mountain range, it becomes a cordillera. The geographical name is cordillera. Cordillera means mountain ranges. So mountain, many mountain, it becomes mountain range, and many mountain ranges, it becomes cordillera. So Himalaya is a cordillera system. So we can divide Himalaya in various ways. When you are comparing, So This is Pamir Knot. Okay, this is Pamir Knot. This is Pamir Knot. This is Karakoram Range. And here the Himalayan mountain system starts. It's like a convex system. Fine, I'll draw it. So Himalaya system is like this concave system. We have Karakoram, we have Ladakh, Zaskar mountain ranges, and then here we have northeastern mountain ranges, eastern hills. Here in Afghanistan we have Hindu Kush mountains. Here in Pakistan we have Suleiman mountain ranges. And here in China we have Kunlun Shan and Tian Shan mountain ranges. And if you see the map of India, India is located over here, somewhat here. So this is the northeast part of India. This is the Jammu Kashmir part. And Himalaya, the location of Himalaya is like this. We have Pamir Knot, and from Pamir Knot we have the mountain ranges of Himalaya. From the direction is from northwest direction to southeast direction. Fine. And why we have this kind of curve? Because we have studied in physical geography in detail. Because there were two plates, the Indian plate and the Eurasian plates. So millions of years ago they collided, and from that this highest and youngest fold mountain has been created. The process is still going on. So it's very interesting to know that Mount Everest, the height of Mount Everest is increasing year by year. Fine. So earlier it used to be 8848 meter. Now it's 8848.8 meters. Fine. So why they are increasing? Because these plates are colliding with each other, and there is a formation of mountain ranges. That's a formation of Himalaya. So that's the basic origin. From exam point of view, we will study in detail. So this is the basic location of Himalaya. And when I talk about the divisions, so we can divide Himalaya like this. This is Shivalik mountain range. Then this is Lesser Himalaya, or we can call it as Himachal. Then there is a Great Himalaya or Himadri. And there are Trans-Himalayas. Trans-Himalayas means Karakoram ranges, Ladakh ranges, Kailas ranges. So these ranges are called as Trans-Himalayas. So we can divide from north-south direction. So UPSC can ask you about arrange in the sequential order, Lesser Himalaya, or what is Lesser Himalaya, what is Greater Himalaya, what is Outer Himalaya. So you should know in detail about it. Or we can divide the Himalayas into in longitudinal way. From west to east, we can call this part as Western Himalaya and this part as Eastern Himalaya. Fine. This part as Eastern Himalaya. So Eastern Himalaya will have Sikkim Himalayas, then Arunachal Himalayas, and here we will have the Eastern Hills and Mountains, the Naga Hills, the Naga Hills, then Mizo Hills, Lushai Hills. Fine. Then here in Western Himalayas we have Jammu Kashmir Himalaya. Then here we have Himachal Himalaya, and here in the Uttarakhand state we also have our Western Himalayas. So in detail we will talk in detail about the Himalayas and the characteristics of each part in detail in the next lecture. Thank you.